What's up? What's up? What's happening? Can you hear me okay? Can you hear me okay? I want to give people a chance to get in the room. Let me know if you can hear me. Just trying to do the mic check. Mic check. Can you hear me? Well, just living life, brother. Hear you very well, boss. Appreciate that. Thank you for letting me know. Yeah, me too. I'm in Indiana now. I was in Maryland. I probably can make it all the way, but I'm gonna pull over. That way I won't be into you all's time too much because I don't think I got much to do tomorrow. Um, they didn't call me today to let me know what I have to do, so apparently I'm gonna be off tomorrow, which would be great because then I could just kind of hang out tomorrow. Go take care of some business and get some things done that I need to get done around the area, and then maybe get a little gym time in. I'm tired of just doing push-ups. Um, Probably go get a haircut and shave as well. Wash some clothes, pay some bills. Tomorrow payday, so yeah, thank God it's Friday. Yep. So we give people some time to come in the room. Cause I know it's kind of late, but it's only 9:30 over here where I'm at. But I forgot East Coast time is kind of late. So we'll see how many people we get to come up in here. People kept me so late last night. you know, we had a bunch of negative trolls come in. So they got me worked up, which was good because it was a good conversation. Made for a better conversation, actually. You know. Yep. What's up with you? What's up with y'all? What y'all up to? So many people dying, man. Every time I look up. What up, Sweetberry? I see you. Brother looks into opening his own authority because I remember asking you about hazmat, and now I just opened my own authority for like a month, and it's the best thing I ever done. Wow, wow. Well, me hit that cash out. Hit that cash out. Hit that cash out. I told you, being in your own is the best way, right? You just got to pick an industry where they're not really messing with us. Woo. Excuse me, but they ain't really messing with us um, in the trucking business. At least not right now. In the future, I'm sure they will. That's right. Congratulations. Yeah, congratulations. Doggone screen on this phone so dirty. Yep. So that's what's up. Their own authority. I was thinking about I could get it, but I don't know if I want it. Right now, I do really well without it, so I don't think I really want it at this point. But I'm gonna leave the door open. Maybe I might want to get it later. That's if America is still here. Lock my door. You know what I mean? If it's still here and we got you back, oh my God, we're gonna have to get you up out of here, man. We don't want you in here. We let you be in here early. We gotta find some other spaces, man. Now, if you're gonna sit back and just listen to what we're saying Without your comments, it'll be fine. Now, if you're gonna be in here commenting, I might have to get you up out of here. So this really ain't a conversation for you. You know what I mean? But I ain't got no problem with you being here because I really don't care. But you being disruptive and you stopping folks from learning. Okay. Stop being like that, Sweet Berry. Because when you get over to the Gambia, you're gonna have to deal with these albinoids. So don't be talking like that. Because when you get over there, they're gonna be everywhere. So what you gonna do? I seen more there in the Gambia than I've seen in any other outside of South Africa and Tanzania. So how you gonna deal with them there? You did. They be all over from Europe, France, Germany, Britain. You'll even see some Spaniards over there, some Portuguese. You're gonna be running in all kind of nations over there. They just be full of lies, talking about Africa as a jungle. But why the hell they got so many Europeans over there? Too many. So especially in the Gambia. So how you gonna deal with them when you're gonna have to be sitting next to them and being in the store with them and being in the party when you see them showing up at the parties where we like to party at? They gonna be showing up because they can't stay away from us. You come all the way to Africa from France to party with us. Come all the way from Germany. Got a lot of Germans there. The bags, what you saw the bag? They got Germans live right down the street from them. So ain't no. If you think you're going over there to get away from them, nah. There's too many of them over there, and they trying to hit on anything nice looking. So you should be able to just talk to them because I'm at least over there. What up? What up? What's going on? Peace to the family. What up, Cornelius? I see you. Right. So you might end up renting an apartment from them, living next to them, going to some of their restaurants, going to some of their stores, right? Or you'll be going to the Arab stores. You're gonna have to deal with them. So it is what it is. I get it. I'm just saying, if you're gonna be in these spaces, let us talk. And if you're gonna be interrupting and rude and you're gonna have stuff to say in our spaces, we just got to get you out of here. I don't mind you being here, but don't be trying to comment because these conversations is probably too advanced for you right now. You might have to learn first and see what we're talking about. Then maybe you can be of some type of value. But if you come over here and you ain't really giving us no value, you're just trying to demean us. That ain't gonna work. It's not gonna work over here. These type of things ain't gonna work with us. We don't drink the Kool-Aid. We don't believe in everything the media say, right? We're 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 um we're anti-jab over here. Okay? We're anti-mainstream media. We're anti-government. We're anti-mandates. We anti-new order, anti-globalist, anti-elitists. We anti-everything over here. So I don't. Maybe you don't understand how we operate over here. We're not part of that. Okay, we're not part of the demonic agenda. We're not. We've been woke up. We don't drink the Kool-Aid. We don't trust the mint that's called Gova. All right, we don't believe in that. Okay, yeah, I saw that he was trying to get all us in this camera. It's all good. You know what I mean? He's welcome to stay. I'm not mad. It's all good. I talk shit and they talk shit. But the thing is, when we talking real business, you know, they can listen and, all that, but we don't need no commentary. We don't need no ideas. We don't need none of that. You can wish and hope and pray all you want, but we are autonomous beings and we have every right to be on this planet just like you. If you feel we shouldn't be here, then we can feel the same way. We feel that certain folks shouldn't be here as well. So these type of arguments won't get nowhere over here. But anyway, how everybody doing? We got a few more people in the house now. Y'all make sure I hit the like button because I can't see it, right? And we got the we got the link in the chat so we can bring folks up that want to talk about this subject. Thank you. Yeah, not a problem. So anybody want to come up and talk about this subject? Or y'all want me to give a monologue and then just go into what I'm thinking, and then maybe y'all get triggered. Maybe I'll trigger some of y'all, then that'll make you want to come up. I would trigger you on purpose to get you to come up because apparently y'all scared to mess with me. I don't understand why. You know, I don't understand why. I plan on contributing to the conversation tonight. Well, hey, do what you want. Just do not stay in the chat and just be quiet. Do whatever you want to do. It's all good, you know. Just stay out of the conversation because this might be just a little bit too much for you. So just stay out of the conversation. It's okay for you to stay here. It's okay for you to contribute. All that's good, but just stay out of the conversation at this point. This is just for melanated people. So this might not be the topic that we need no comments from you. But other than that, let's get into it. So the subject is African polygamy. Okay. Uh, of course, in the West, these things don't make sense because we've had the West pretty much outlaw this, right? First of all, we got to look at why they did it and why they think it's something that's not right. We've been practicing this for thousands of years. So if it wasn't right, how has it existed? What up, Joe? East St. Louis in the house. What up, Joe? Um, and I don't want to get none of you married guys in trouble. So I don't know about you married guys. Y'all might want to kind of just stay in the chat room with this subject. You know what I mean? I'm free as a bird, so I can say whatever the hell I want to say. But anyway, um, when I looked at it when it was first presented to me back in the early, well, not early, I should say late '80s, right? Come on, can you know they don't follow our rules? I mean, who don't follow our rules? You talking about? Yeah. Come on, can you know they don't follow our rules? Yeah, well, I mean, I'm being respectful. If you don't follow, I know what to do. I could just push the button, sweet baby. So just relax. This is a difference. See, I don't have no problem, right? Because when I'm dealing with albinoid men, imano, they have complete sense because they know the underlying current is I could always, right, knock your block off, or you can knock my block off. We know that. So when we see each other and we're dealing with each other, it's nothing but respect. So I'm not worried. See, they only do this in chat room. When you see them in person, it's totally different story. I'm in the bathroom with them, they be damn near about to piss on themselves when I walk up in there. So that stuff don't worry me. And I put them at ease because you have nothing to worry about. I don't y'all at least is my concern at this point. My concern is being of help to my people. I ain't thinking about them. They got a whole mess of their own they need to worry about. Their neighborhoods is in shambles. They got, drug abuse and they dying of fentanyl overdose and all this stuff. So they got their own problems. They need to go there and worry about their stuff. Let us worry about ours. You know what I'm saying? Go tend to your people. Be of us some service. Stop them overdoses and stop the what's that other shit they use? The speed and the crack. They using crack big time, and they use meth. So they need to go take care of their own. They got a fucking epidemic. They falling dead everywhere over there in albinoid communities. So they need to go be of service to their own people. We got our problems with the shit too. So let us worry about our problem. Let them worry about their problems. This ain't about that shit right at this point. There's a lot of people dying right now. And people still pushing on with the goofy ass narrative. And we got all these people dropping like flies around here. There's so many people dying now. It's fucking ridiculous. Ridiculous. So many people are dying now. And then you got people trying to mandate taking the jab. Folks either gonna get fired at the end of the week if they don't take it. You're pushing a whole lot of good albinoid people, right? If there's such thing as good, out of their jobs because they refuse to take the jab. They woke up, they not drinking the Kool-Aid no more. They don't want to take the jab. So now they looking at the possibility of stepping down from very essential positions after too many years of being employed. And they definitely uh, um, experience. So we're gonna lose a lot of experienced people of various shades and tones and hues, right? Because they mandating this jab. So everybody got a fight to play in this, and if we just gonna be sitting back here, you know what I'm saying, jerking each other off because who can piss the fathers, it's stupid. It's stupid. I don't mind entertaining some of this stuff because it's comic release for me. I don't mind being a comedian sometimes. It's fun. Really, we do need to have a little laughter in the midst of all the pressure that we're facing. We're facing a lot of pressure. We're facing a lot of pressure. And if a person come in here and deny that we're facing all this shit, that lets you know they super duper disingenuous. Everything ain't a lie. Everything ain't fake. This shit is real. People are literally dying. Every time I look on I don't even want to go on Facebook because every time I look on this, RIP. Every day. And I know it's the same thing on their end. Miss me. But anyway, let's see. Yep. Kitchener Avenue in Philip, Philly. But anyway, let's talk about this subject because this is the subject my man Blaine wanted me to talk about. And ironically, he's not here. But maybe he'll join in later. But yeah, the idea was brought to me back in the late 80s. Okay. So when it was first brought to me, I was like, whoa, no. I was like, this is it. No. Dealing with one is enough. You gotta deal with two or three. Oh my God. You crazy. Then when the brother started explaining to me, like, no, 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 you're looking at it all wrong. Then they started explaining it. I'm like, you know what? You might be right. I'm gonna have to change my mind, change my position, because the way the brothers were breaking it down, like, no, no, it's all about community, it's about family, it's about duty, it's about hard work, it's about legacy, it's about creating a dynasty, right? What is a dynasty? What should be your legacy? How do you create an empire? How do you create generational wealth? Right? And polygamy solves and has a positive and a positive answer to all those questions. Normally, it's more women born on the planet than men, right? And that could be from disease, it could be from famine, it could be from war, um, it could just be from negative birth rates, it could be from miscarriages, all kind of different reasons why. Boys take more risks, right? Which means they have more, they suffer more accidental deaths. You have war, you have numerous things, right? So if it's more women than men, and let's say every eligible man gets married to every eligible woman, and that's a population more than women, then What do we do with the leftover women? So let's say, to make it simple, let's say we got a village in the Sahara, a remote village, and it's only a village of 1,000. And let's say it's let's say it's 65% women, right? 35% men. So so once the 35% men marry their 35% of the women, you still got a large percentage of women left over. So what do we do, right? What do we do with the other, what's that, 25%? What do we do with the other 25% of women? That's the question I'm asking the chat room. It's a remote village. Nobody can leave the village. Nobody can leave that area. And you have 25% women left over. What do we do with those women? That's a question. And it's open to anybody. And I got the link in the chat. Anybody welcome to come up except my man Police videos. What do we do with the 25% of women that's left over? That's a real question. So, especially the women in here, I want y'all to tell me, what do we do with the leftover women? You can't leave the village. You can't leave that area. You got to stay there. You can't leave. So what do we do with the 25% of the women that's left over? Come on. Come on. Don't let the cat have your tongue. throw your opinions out there, because I know everybody got strong opinions. So don't run from it. Run towards it. Y'all have a tendency of running from stuff. I don't particularly like that, but it is what it is. You're supposed to run toward things that's a little difficult, because it expands your mind. It actually allows you to grow in your thinking, because our thinking is too rigid in a lot of instances. It's too rigid. It's too fixed, and it should be more expansive, or it should be more expanding. Come on, somebody got an answer. I know. Let's go. 12 people in here, supposedly. Give me an answer. What do we do with the leftover women? I'm waiting. I should have brushed my teeth again. do 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 do. Go outside. I just said you can't go outside the village. See, that's what I'm talking about. West Coast come in with this. You can't leave the village. I said it 4 times, West Coast. You can't leave the village. Lord have mercy. Got, you got to be more careful. You can't, nobody can leave. It's a remote village in the Sahara. Nobody can leave. No, you want to try it again? Date. Zora said date them. Okay, cool. Anybody else? Zora say date them. You want to try it again, West Coast? There you go. Bring men from outside the village. Negative. That's never going to happen. Negative. Negative. We're not bringing outside men. So basically, you're going to dilute and pollute your heritage, your culture, and possibly your gene pool. Negative. We're not doing that. No, no. That would be cool if we all had the same concepts, But we got folks out here thinking that people are not human beings and stuff. So no, if everybody had the same concept and the same approach to race, right? If everybody on the planet had the same approach to race and we treated each other with brotherly love like we're supposed to, then yeah, it probably would be possible to bring men from the outside to marry the excess of women. But because we don't operate on that, then no, that's not going to be an effective way of handling this particular issue. No, no outside men. Anybody else want to answer? Flat. Rock the boat. What's rock the vote? I don't understand. What does that mean, Cornelius? Rock the boat. What does that mean? What is that? Yeah, it's boat. I can't see with these doggone glasses. Hurt my ears too. I see this subject was really needed because the very first question I asked is we're having trouble. This is crazy. The very first question we having trouble. Oh, it's really we really gonna have trouble once I really get into it. If we having trouble on the first question. Wow, that means this subject was really needed. And I've kind of danced around this on other videos. It's amazing that folks are not like you know spot on with the answer. Anybody else? Come on now. We only had what 1, 2, 3 people to try. Where you at, Sweet Berry, on this? Don't get all quiet now. You always have so much to say. Hey, what's your answer? We got Cornelius. He weighed in. West Coast weighed in, and Zora weighed in. That's 3 out of 12. So where the rest of y'all at? And where you at, Sweet Berry? What you think we should do? Don't run from it. Y'all be having so much to say, but when the real rubber meets the road, y'all fade to black. I'm gonna fade. Look, y'all like this here. I'm gonna fade back into the background. I don't want to deal with this one. Come on now. It's a learning experience. All right. It's supposed to be interactive. All right. I'm just gonna throw out what I've been learning and the people that taught me and the various ideas, and then hey, I'm gonna put them forth, and then we can kind of deal with it. Maybe you all have some better ideas, and you have some way we can handle these type of issues if we ever confronted with them, and then we're gonna thrust out the best idea and the best philosophy. That's why having a hive mind it enhances and move the race forward. Come on, Sweet Berry. I know you still here. Don't be running. That's what I'm talking about. It's amazing. It's amazing. Uh-oh. Let's see who this is. Tasha. What up, Tasha? The Tasha want to come up good. What up? What up?
What's up?
You got to turn off YouTube in the background.
Oh yeah, you got it on. Okay, okay.
Now say
Turn
something.
it on. Okay.
Oh yeah, much better. What's up?
Okay. Not much. How are you?
I'm tired as usual, but it's annoying for me.
Okay.
I've been driving all day. I'm in Indiana now, so I'm just about 90 miles from the crib. So I like, I'm gonna pull over. I finish it in the morning. They didn't call me today, so
Okay.
I don't know if I got any work tomorrow. So I hope I don't, cause it's payday, and I can just go ball out of control tomorrow.
Oh, sounds good.
Yeah, I might go to the mall and get a couple things, get a haircut and shave, and go get me a good meal, pay some bills. It is what it is. But anyway, you know what I'm saying? Later
Anyway,
for that, let's get into the story. Get into the
I
topic. So what do you
don't even
think?
know where to go with this. I don't even know.
Well, see, that's the reason why we gotta have these conversations because the Western culture has filled our heads with all this stuff, and we push back on a lot of this stuff because we understand this system is demonic. We have to attest to that. But at the
Mm,
same time, we acknowledge that it's demonic, but at the same time, we shun stuff that is actually our culture. When we find out that when you go to Africa, you're gonna see polygamy practice pretty much in every country. And we've been practicing it for thousands of years. So it's got to be a rational reason why we're doing that. And it has to work because
yeah.
if it didn't work, it would have faded out. So what I'm saying is just
Uh,
making up a scenario where it makes you think, okay, yeah, this is a good idea, like yeah, a good thought. Like what do you do if 25% of the women have no men? What you supposed to do?
and I see like a study or something like this earlier today, but it wasn't like that drastic. But it was just like I guess the women were outgrowing the men in like one country or something like that. That they was doing like a study or something on
Okay.
earlier, like in Africa. But yeah, I don't. I just that is it's just a hard
It
topic.
ain't
I
hard.
guess
It ain't hard.
it's not hard, but
This is not hard at all. See, the,
it's
the reason why the
not like
reason
it's just
why it would
one
be hard,
answer. It's just one streamlined answer. Huh?
of course. We
Mm-hmm.
not looking for like pie in the sky and roses and rainbows. No, we looking for concrete. Rubber meets the road. What do we do with 25% of the women with no men? What do we do?
Yeah, because the earlier study I was looking at, it just had like where it wasn't like I said that drastic. It was almost like 50-50 or something like that. I guess it was probably like let's say like 49 to percent to whatever 61% or something like women just is more. But I mean, I guess in that situation, I'm still not sure.
See, this is the reason why.
I
This
mean,
is
like
the
the relationship that I came out of, like that wasn't
No,
like a
this ain't got this
relationship.
ain't but wait. Let me
I
stop
know
you.
it
Let me
made me
stop
like
you.
think about
Let
like
me let me stop you.
being
Hold
in a
on. Let me stop you.
polygamy type of
Hold on.
thing.
Hold on. Let me stop you. Hold on. Hold on.
Yeah. Okay.
This not about you.
Okay.
It's not
Okay.
about none of y'all in the chat
Yeah.
room. This is a group of women.
Yeah.
25%. Wait, hold on. Wait. 25% of the women in a remote area in the Sahara. This ain't got nothing to do with you and your relationship. So I don't
You
want that
said
answer.
in a remote area in Sahara.
Okay.
Yeah.
What should be done with the leftover women? That's the question. This ain't got nothing to do with your
I know.
relationship.
I
So
see
don't
something
bring
like
that in
this
here.
kind of earlier too, where it was like showing. I think somebody had commented or something like this, a lady, but she was saying like she had got pregnant and she's at work, and I think it was an Indian lady, but the mom came from India to help with the baby, and then another Chinese lady, and yeah. And like the mom came from China to help with the baby, like for the first year. And it's like us in America, like we don't have like that tribe or something like our moms or
Well, it's
something, just
just
like you're
this
on
ain't
your own. So I feel like we do need like a tribe, like a
we we
tribal
we not we
family
not talking
or
about America. We not talking about America.
okay.
I'm giving you a
I
case
mean,
study. I want us just to deal with that. I don't want to deal with nothing from the outside. This ain't got nothing to do with
case study
America.
here. Okay. I mean, if you put it that way,
That's the way I put it. Yes.
You put it that way.
because I already know how women like to answer these questions. That's why I'm not gonna let you do it.
I'm just,
If you bring anything else up other
oh
than
my
what the
gosh.
scenario is, I'm gonna discontinue it now.
Oh my gosh.
No,
I mean, in that case,
come on, this
situation,
ain't that hard. See, this is the reason why. Hey, this is the reason why we always need to make sure that we have men operating these particular villages because you see how hard it is for women to give us an answer to a problem. Come on now.
really.
If we're gonna have sisters involved in the decision making, you gotta make decisions. So come on, make a decision. Which way what you think we should do? Take
As
yourself
far
out of it.
as
This ain't
be
this ain't got nothing to do
fruitful and
with you.
multiply,
See, this is what I'm talking about, people. That's
to be
what I'm talking about.
I still gotta like come in it with my head. Let me think. All right, let's see.
Y'all see what we got? You see, fellas? You see? See, this is
I
why.
mean, if you're
This is
gonna be
why.
fruitful and multiply, then you know
Do
you
you
can
believe
be
in God?
fruitful.
Do you
I
believe in
do
God?
believe in God.
Do you believe in family?
I believe in family.
Okay, so let me ask you this, because I know how y'all like to answer these type of questions, because I've been in these type of scenarios and back and forth with women for the last 30 years. So I already know how you're gonna answer. I got 30 years on you in dealing with this subject. So I
Hey,
already know how you
I
I already
am
know how you're gonna
answering.
answer. No, you're not. No, you're not.
Okay.
But let me ask you another question.
It's not
So
straightforward.
So, but that's what we need because we trying to get folks in here to learn about this subject because it's a tough subject. But it don't have to be. Okay.
Mm.
So now here's the thing: who should provide protection and provisions for those 25% of the women?
What you're saying? They in the village within that village?
It's only one village, Natasha.
Okay, so the men,
What men? There's no men. Remember,
the other men that's still within the village, that
it's
is.
that's not their responsibility, Natasha. They already got a woman. They already got a wife.
Oh, okay, okay. I guess I see where you're going here, where you're leading the question. So, you
So
know,
basically, they should be on their own. And if they go somewhere,
yeah, fair enough, I
if they
guess.
just, yeah, if they just go on their own, and we just lead them to their own devices, and then whatever happens to them and their children, right?
Yeah, if they're from Sierra Leone, they're warriors.
No, no,
And
no, no.
so,
Stop it. They
so
not warriors. They not warriors. So
they're
stop
not
it. No,
warriors.
no, no,
They're
no,
not warriors.
no,
Really? They're
no.
just vulnerable.
I can tell you right now, they're not warriors. No, stop it.
Oh my gosh.
They're not. You try to add something that ain't
you,
there.
you are making it just this one little narrow, I don't
Because that's what it is. There's no warriors there. The warriors are the men. You got a few women as police and a few women in the military, but no, no,
I don't know. I mean, it
no.
seemed like the men would, provide that by default.
Why? Why they got a wife that
By
they got to
default, because
provide
they're
for?
in that area if they see stuff happening going
So,
on.
so what should be the benefit of these men who decide that they're gonna provide protection and provision for these leftover women? What should be their benefit if they decide to do this? What should be their benefit?
Make make one of them their concubine and leave it at
See,
that.
right there. Stop right there. Stop right there. Stop right there.
Okay.
Now, would it be better to make them concubines or to make them second wives?
Second wives.
Yes. And
Okay.
now wait. Now here is a byproduct of doing that. Let's say the 35% of the men pick up these 25% of the women that's left over and take them as second wives. and have more kids with them. Does that strengthen the village or does it weaken the village?
Say that one more time. Let me listen. All right, go ahead. I'm listening.
If 35% of the men pick up those extra 25% of the women that's left over, right, and marry them, bring them into their family, into their homes or whatever, does that strengthen the tribe or does it weaken the tribe?
It will strengthen.
Now, can you see a case for polygamy? Now, how is that so hard? I
Sure.
don't
In that
I don't
tribe,
get it.
they need to, yeah, maybe get some
Stay
more
right there. Just
money.
stay right there on that tribe. Don't go nowhere
Okay.
else. I'm not gonna let
Not
you go
going
nowhere
nowhere
else.
else. I'm okay. I'm there.
It
I'm
would
not. I'm
strengthen it would strengthen that tribe, right or wrong.
there. Mm-hmm.
Okay, now let me tell you another scenario. Because I know a lot of folks only think one level. We gonna start thinking 6 levels deep. But I know most people can't go this far.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
So just brace yourself since you stepped up. just brace just brace yourself since you stepped up.
Okay. Okay.
All right.
Okay.
So we have one benefit, right? Because some the women have protection and provisions, right?
Mm-hmm.
And we also said that it strengthens the overall tribe, right?
Right.
Then you have more children, right?
Yes.
So in 2 generations, you have more men, don't you?
Mm-hmm.
Right? And so
Yes.
now the women 2 generations from now will have more men to marry. What the odds may be either closer to being 50-50 like you would like it to be, or it might be 60-40. The numbers may improve over time.
Mm-hmm.
And plus the village gets bigger and stronger and wealthier, right?
Okay.
What you like? What you like? I don't
I'm
understand what you laughing
just
about.
right. I'm there. Okay. It just seemed like this is all benefits for men so far. Like a man, I can see.
Now, see, you see, now we're gonna have to let Natasha go because Natasha ain't playing right. She adding stuff that
I
ain't
mean,
there.
so far, I mean, I can see the whole, the growth in the village and the
Yeah, I
security and
see.
so
I
forth.
see right now. Natasha ain't ready for these conversations because you look at how is that a benefit to me when I have to provide for more than one woman? How's that a benefit to me? I'd like to know. Or how about we flip it around? Let's say it's more men. But wait before you open your mouth. Before you open your mouth, because I know how this go.
Okay.
Before you open your mouth, let's say let's say the women have to provide for the men. Let's say everything is turned upside down in this particular obscure village,
Okay.
and
All right.
it's on coming on the women to provide and protect, and the women have to take 2 males and provide and protect for them. So would you still say that's a benefit to the woman? It's going to interfere with your programming, but go ahead.
The role playing programming. Uh,
No, no.
okay.
What's
Yeah,
going on? I see you, my brother. Sierra Leone in
that
the house,
is
baby.
that is interesting.
You see how that sounds, right? It don't seem like a benefit to you now, do it?
Mm-hmm.
Just be honest, it don't, right? You had to provide for 2 males, feeding them, clothing them, housing them, and you got to protect them. You, the woman, got to do this. This is in this crazy world that we creating
Okay.
now. If you had to do all that, how is that a benefit to you, the woman?
I don't. Yeah, it's not. I don't think it is. We'll have to get some different role playing. Man was
No,
gonna have to
no,
really
no,
step
no,
up.
no,
You
no,
can't like
no,
do it all.
nah,
It's
nah,
like I
nah.
don't know how you just switched that all the way around, but okay.
Because I want you to see,
It's
I want you to see what you're saying. Because when it's coming upon somebody else and they have to do the same thing, all of a sudden they start thinking like, damn, you know what? That ain't really a help to me.
okay, okay.
So what is
Yes,
the benefit?
you can.
So we switch it back over. How is it a benefit to me? I like to know. If I have to provide and protect for two women, right? Make sure that they have food, make sure they have power, make sure they have their own house, make sure I provide protection for them. How is that really a benefit for me?
I think yeah, that's kind of where I was gonna go when I first initially got on, where you have to have the resources and the financial stability to be able to do that as well. So,
The women don't have it. So what are you talking about? 25% of the women. Do you say?
but for
So you're saying they have the resources? No, that's not how I really go.
mhm.
I could go over there right now and show you that ain't how it works.
I thought it was like based on religion. There, like Muslims, they're able to have more than one
Christ,
wife if they're
Christians
Christian.
Christians also practice polygamy in Africa.
Oh,
We don't practice traditional Christianity here. So what you're practicing here is a bastardized version. So you can't use that in Africa. Sorry.
I mean, I heard this from like an African, like they do the same thing, like they're not allowed to quote unquote like marry more
I
than one wife
I've
if
been
they.
there. I've
Mhm.
been there. So what you gonna say?
That's a
And
lie.
we got a brother in here from Sierra Leone, from the Timbi tribe. Let's ask him. Come on up. Come on up, Amari. Let's put these women in their place. I'm just joking. Just joking. Oh no.
What? Okay, okay.
I'm just joking.
Oh.
I gotta bring some comic relief to this subject.
Oh wow. Okay. Yeah. Well, I wanted to initially talk about the Sierra Leone trip thing that's supposed to
Well, you could talk to me about that on my own time. This is
Okay,
polygamy
okay.
time.
Okay.
So you could always email me and then
So
send me your phone number. We could talk about it.
okay, okay. I
20
think I did email you.
you did? You probably
Hmm.
did. I get so many now. I didn't start forgetting. So you gotta forgive me. I get too many now.
That's really helpful. But it's still like in the toward the end of December or
Yeah, yeah, it ain't changed. Yeah. We
okay.
ready to go.
Okay, okay.
Let's see read some of these comments. Oh, excuse me. Of course, Western women are not orientated toward. Of course, I know that. That's the reason why we need to have these conversations because they come in with a European mindset, and we got to flush that shit out. It has to be flushed out because you can't come to Africa thinking that somehow what you see in your people practice and what they've been practicing for years is wrong. If you come over there, that's why you'll be called
Uh,
Tuba. You'll be
call
Tuba
what?
in Tuba, white woman.
So you're saying like there's no usual what is it called? I don't even know what it's called anymore. Monogamous
Yeah,
relationship.
I mean, you got not monogamous relationships, but okay,
Not that
you
many.
and
50%.
you well, you might whatever percent. Who cares? All I'm saying is you have various structures of marriages there, and polygamy is one of them, and it's the one that you all shy away from because you already know what monogamy is. So we ain't got to. If I ask you anything about that, you be quick with the answers. But when I ask you about this one, it's like, oh my god, how could I? Oh, why I got to answer this? Why? That's the
I
reason
mean,
why we got to talk about
I
it.
honestly feel like it just depends on the woman or person or each circumstance. So, like, if
No,
they just can't deal with that, then they may just can't deal with
it's nothing to deal with. What are you talking about?
it.
Why are you laughing? I don't understand why you
Because it
laughing.
feel like it just
Why
I
are
don't
you
know.
laughing?
Maybe because they don't like love.
What
They
up?
don't
What
like
up?
get
Black
married for
Acres
love,
of the
or they're not in
Gambia.
relationships like for
Hold
love.
on,
They just do it for other
hold
stuff.
on. The record, for the record, I only
So
have one wife, sweet juicy mama, and polygamy. shouldn't be a reason to come to Africa. No, no, it's folks that was practicing polygamy. I'm sure that's Mr. Ricky. Uh, in this country for years. I learned about polygamy back in the late '80s. So I've been having these discussions about polygamy a long time. So this has been in the in certain circles. It's just that somebody asked me to speak about it. So guess what? I'm speaking about it. You did. What up, Mr.
Somebody
Ricky?
asked you to speak about it. So we see you're definitely on board with the whole polygamy thing, and you're ready to just.
You don't know what I'm thinking. I
I'm
want to know
asking.
what y'all thinking.
I'm
Don't
asking
worry about
you.
what I'm thinking.
I'm
People
asking
ask
you. It's your
me,
turn
no,
now.
no, 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 no. People ask me to bring the subject up and talk about it, and
People ask you.
I'm doing exactly that. Now my thing is they wanted me to bring it up because they want to get this out and at least put it on the table. Now, I haven't really discussed my position on it. I like, yeah, it's okay with me. But now, if would I be satisfied with one? Yeah. But most of the time, what I find is most of the folks that I run into
There.
can't handle these type of conversations. So if you can't even talk to me about these conversations, then you're probably not the one for me.
Mm-hmm.
You see what I mean? Now, whether I'm for it or against it, it just depends. But the fact is, we can't even have a conversation about it, a grown-up conversation when we grown-ups. Some wrong with that to me. Something wrong with that to me. Now, if you can't even have a conversation, then when it
Yeah.
comes to stuff that's difficult, then how are we supposed to talk if I can't talk to you? So I'm not finna even waste my time if that's the case, because I'm not finna be fighting and going through these type of situations. If it come up to a situation where we have all these women left over, and the community is saying, okay, we need the guys in the community or the men in the community who only has one wife to marry one of these women, I would do it, and the woman I'm with will have to be intelligent enough to come on board. Let's see who this is.
All right.
Susan, what up, Susan?
Hey, what's up?
Man,
I see you
everything.
giving the sister a hard time. I was
That's what
actually,
I'm supposed to do.
I said, let me come help this young
I ain't
lady.
giving her no hard time. She giving herself a hard time. I asked her a certain question, and I want to know what her thoughts were, and she made it difficult. I didn't make it difficult.
You ain't right.
What? Nah, I ain't right. Let's see,
Oh
partnership.
boy.
Hey, we ain't doing no partnerships over here, fam. We ain't doing no partnerships, so you can miss me with that one. But we'll read your comment though. On a serious note, the village is under siege. Men are being what? What's that?
Decimated.
Oh, decimated. No choice but to build back the race with the excess women. This is serious stuff. Now that part I can agree, but that partnership, now you started that off wrong. But the rest of that I can agree with. Polygamy is popular in the
Hmm.
village, not in the cities. You hear what our brother saying? Timmy brother from Sierra Leone, right? Amari.
Oh, okay,
It's
okay.
just saying where the mindset is. Can't put a square peg into a round hole. That's true,
Mhm.
and I wouldn't even try to do that. Once I realize I'm dealing with a square peg, more than likely I'm gonna take my ball and go home. But anyway, what's up, Susan?
Hey, what's up?
So you said you come here to rescue Natasha.
Yeah,
Thank
Let's see.
you.
Let's see you rescue her. What would
I
be
only
your
been
thoughts?
I only been on for like 10 minutes. I didn't even get to put my little hearts in there to you. Sorry.
Ah, that's okay. That's okay. It's okay. I forgive
But
you.
but
But
I
did you hear the
think
question? Did you hear the question?
what's the question, bro?
The question is, one of the brothers wanted me to bring up the subject of polygamy because it's an explosive topic. Now, I feel like it's not explosive to me because I've been having these conversations with sisters for the last 30 years. So I'm well versed in what I'm saying. So I understand why it might be kind of hard for folks to answer this question, but really it's not for me because I've thrust this stuff out. And even when it was first brought to me, right, in the 80s, I reacted the same way. Like, why would I want two women? And like Latasha was saying, it seemed like a benefit to the man. When it first was brought to me, I rejected it because I'm like, why would I want two women? It's a
Mm-hmm.
pain in the ass.
Mm,
So how is
mm,
it a benefit to me when I have to be the one to get my butt up extra early, to provide for two households, two women, and then if something wish to happen, I have to get out there and put my life on the line, right?
Right.
So I was asking her, where's the benefit for the man that
To
does
not
this?
have two wives or to have two
To
wives?
have two wives. So what is the real benefit to the man? That's the question.
To continue his legacy.
Thank you. And as a byproduct of that, those extra women get a provider and a protector. That is the benefit to those particular women. They're not out here by themselves. They're not gonna starve. They don't have to turn to prostitution. That's most of the time when you leave 25% excess women in a community, they turn to prostitution, which actually corrupts your village, corrupts your men.
Mm-hmm.
See, this is why I say these type of subjects is 5 or 6 levels deep, and most people only on the first level.
Well, I think if you grow up in the West, you're only going to be on the first level. But
I
once you get
yes,
out of your comfort zone and you travel and you see how other people build their lives and legacies, you get a different level of understanding about what all that means and how you fit in. But I think, especially for somebody in my age group, it's that's for the young. That's for you, Tasha.
I don't know about Tasha.
Everybody
Ta-
think I'm like
Tasha, see,
young. I'm not.
it seems like
I'm not
Tasha
that
rather be
young.
by herself.
Because I
Seems like
got,
she
I
rather be by
told you, like,
herself.
I would consider it. I don't know if it's like a case by case thing,
Nah, it's not
but
a
it's
case
like
by
for
case
me,
thing.
like I know
No.
how I'm set up, like how my feelings. I don't
What
know
we
if
would
it's just
do,
westernized.
what we would probably do, I'm not sure what they would do there now, but more likely just you'll be on your own. You fit
I'll
defend for
babysit. I'm cool with that.
yeah,
I'll
defend
babysit
I
yourself
and I'll make
mean,
the
I love the
cocktails.
idea of like having like a
and
village or
provide for
something,
yourself. That's what you do. You
like
provide
a
for
mother.
yourself and you defend for yourself.
Because you
Okay?
can't have it both ways.
That's what I'm talking about. That's why
Mm,
I'm saying
And,
that.
and it is a choice, and you're going to have to choose.
oh,
Na-
And I
Natasha
don't,
said Natasha said she threw out the word concubine, so I think she would be more willing to be a concubine as opposed to a second wife.
Tasha,
no, no, yeah, I was thinking like the other end, and you was like the second wise. I was like, okay, that does sound better. Not,
Thank you,
no,
thank
I'm
you.
not. I'm not the second choice either. I don't. I'm
No,
just.
it ain't got nothing to do with the second. See,
I
that's what I'm saying.
don't know.
That's a
I
negative.
know. I'm just
That's
so
negative.
westernized
That's
thinking.
negative.
I would
You
consider it.
got to get
So
that out of your
I said
mind. Get that
it.
Western
That's why
stuff
I
out
said
your
it
mind.
first.
and
Get
that's
that
very
Western stuff out your
difficult.
mind.
There are a lot of people that are already doing it and they don't even know it.
Exactly.
And I'm
Been
not
doing it.
saying that that's not right or wrong. That's another show. But I think that it's,
Yeah.
you just have to get back to who you are and you have to pick the best thing for you.
Mm.
Yeah, that's true. But like
I'm
I
talking
say,
as a
it's
black woman, you have to get back to who you are and
yeah.
pick the best thing for you. And if you're over a certain point in your life,
But hold on, because where you're going is not where we at right now. So you're
oh,
ahead. You jumped ahead. Where we are is a remote village in the Sahara.
no, I'm
Where,
talking about mentally.
yeah, I get you, but this ain't that. What
But
I'm
it would
saying
take a
is,
complete reprogramming of a person's
no,
mind.
wait. What I'm saying is, you have a village in Africa, and it's only a tribe of 1,000. I'm giving you a small case study. So this
I
is
missed that
outside of
part. Sorry.
right. That's the reason why I'm trying to add it. So it's 35% of the men, right? 65% of the women. So the 35% of the men married 35% of the women is 25% left over. What happens to them, right? And let's say let's say hypothetically I'm the elder chief. I'm the paramount
Mm-hmm.
chief. And I say, well, hey, these 25% of the women have no protectors and no providers. So the men in the family, I mean, in the village who only have one wife, have to select one of these sisters to take on as a second wife. Okay? So this ain't got nothing to do with what you want, all that type of stuff. This more so of protecting your legacy, your village, and your people. Those
Well,
women
then
have
why
to be,
couldn't the leftover 25% of the, you said the
they
leftover
can't go
women?
nowhere. They can't leave the village, and
I
we're
didn't
not gonna
say,
import. We're not
you
gonna
ain't
import
let
no
me
men.
finish.
You cut me off first, though. You cut me off first. I ain't let you finish.
Oh, boy.
Why can't the chief go
No.
and exchange some cattle and get the girl married?
What I'm saying is one of the brothers who only had one wife is going to marry one of those women out of the 25%.
I know, but the 25% that's left over, couldn't they like do a dowry and go, like
No,
get her
somebody going to
married?
get them. Some of them going to get, I mean, we're going to marry all 25% of them. They all going to become second wives.
There you have it, Tasha.
I know. Yeah,
That would be
he's always going
interesting.
back to this scenario. So he just set it up as a one way
Yeah, because I don't want you to
win-win
go nowhere. I want you to
question.
really, because if I don't set it up that way, what women tend to do will take it all over to my relationships. I don't want to go there.
No,
I don't
I'm
want
in
to
the
go there.
village with you.
Right. No,
Right.
I'm in
I'm
the
talking to
village.
Tasha. I'm talking to Tasha because
Okay.
I already know that's where people will go with it. We want to stay in the village with this particular scenario. We're
But
not
doesn't
going to
that
these
happen
relationships.
anyway? Doesn't that happen anyway in villages where there are a percentage of young women that are, they've come into being into their womanhood, they've gone through their ritual, and
Yeah.
there's nobody to marry,
So what do
and
they
so
do? What do they do, Susan, when there's nobody to marry? What do these young women normally do? Now be
it's
truthful.
not up to them.
I'm not asking you that.
It's usually up to their father what happens, and either he tells her she's going to marry someone else in that village, be it a second or third wife,
Yeah.
or take her to somewhere else.
Yeah, but most of
I
the time
think you
that's
can
not gonna
agree with
happen. Go
that.
ahead. They'll have to actually leave the village and not have the blessing of their family. It's not like that.
And aren't theirs like set up before, like when they're children, like they know who they're gonna marry and
No,
set
stop it.
up
Stop it.
certain
Stop
like
it.
that.
No,
I'm
no, stop it.
asking.
No,
Okay, I read that
no,
today too.
So
no.
in the village of Ham,
Okay, I
Okay,
read
I'm
you
the
listening.
just,
Timneh and the Mande
it's
tribes.
his village, so you got to do what he wants you to do. And he's saying,
Yeah.
if you ain't,
We
if you
gotta
don't
do
have
we have to
somebody
No,
for
do
you should have put it
no.
that
18,
way in the beginning. You're the chief. The chiefs is
Yeah, but
and then
either way,
so
even if I wasn't a
go that
chief,
way.
another chief would do the same thing because those 25% of the women have to be protected and provided for. You just don't leave them out in the wind because now you come up with a bunch of other problems that creates. And I don't think y'all really looking at that.
Hmm.
$5 each would be nice. That's what's up, Rick. Don't forget to
Oh,
donate to the channel. Yeah, y'all hit the cash app. Tell them. Yeah,
I'll hook you up.
they don't like donating over here, Ricky. But go ahead. I'm listening, Susan. No, except Susan.
Um, I think I understand what you're saying is that in your village that you've created, there has to be protectors and providers for these women, and being a second wife is not a big deal, or a
No, it's
third
not.
or a fourth wife.
Yes,
I know
it's not.
someone that has four wives.
Yeah, I know somebody too.
Nice looking guy.
Yeah. And he
You
has some
know,
nice looking wives as well. And all of them are
they was
prosperous.
beautiful.
I can tell you one thing. They're a lot richer than I am.
Me too.
uh,
But I'm going to bed. Tasha, I was trying to save you, girl.
thank you, thank you.
Thanks
She
for
she
Let
need
having
me
me
know.
on.
she need more than you, Susan. She need more than you. I'm just
Call
Okay.
kidding.
me.
uh,
Bye, y'all.
bye.
Have a
All
good
right. Have
night.
a good night.
There she go. There goes Susan. Now, I understand how women in the West think of this, but got to keep in mind now, we're not living in our right culture, Natasha. So I understand how you're gonna react. I see why you're laughing. I see why it's a joke to you because to you it's a joke. But the minute you get off the plane
Yeah.
over there, the minute you get off the plane over there, ain't shit gonna be funny. Not a damn
I
thing.
know, yeah. She helped me just to kind of realize that, like, I guess it is like a Western thing. Like, if you're
Yeah.
West,
You're
then
gonna
that,
be treated. You will be most likely, even if you disagree with it, you keep your comments and you keep your antics to yourself because this is their culture and it's gonna be deemed disrespectful. And then you're gonna be looked at because you got black skin and you frowning your nose up. It's as if you're a white woman. And you know we don't like to be
hmm,
compared. We don't like to be compared to Caucasian people, right or wrong.
yeah, I
Right. So
agree.
even if you don't agree with it, and then you just have to find some of the like Christian, because you got plenty of Christian groups over there. You got the Jehovah Witnesses are there, right? They believe in the one, one woman, one man thing. You got the Church of Latter Day Saints. They there. They believe, I think, in the same thing. So you got a few groups that you can get in with if you just want one guy, just you and him. You know, you may have to move around the country to see where they at, but they there. Um, And then, of course, you got some Christian groups that don't practice it. And then you got some Christian groups that do practice it. You got Muslim groups that practice it. And then you got some Muslim that don't practice it. You got some traditional African religions, they practice it. And then you got some others in the country, they don't practice it. So there's no uniformity nowhere. So it depends on which group you get in with, which tribe you live next to, or do you just want to live in the city? And the city is just like any other city. You know what I mean by that, right?
Yeah, kind of anything goes. I guess it's a mixture of all.
There you go.
Yeah.
Anything goes. And when you get anything goes, everything goes.
Okay. Yeah,
So
so that is interesting. That is a very, very hard. I don't know
it's
if it's
not
a hard
hard.
concept. It's not hard. Like I said, for Western, I guess I don't know. I've been looking up like every other information and history and researching this and looking up this and all this other history, but yeah, I haven't like
Yeah, I
I
get it.
guess
I get
come
it.
to that
And
that
that's why I put a
realization.
certain scenario on there what takes you out of it. So you don't supposed to have yourself in it. It's not about you. I'm just asking a
Yeah. Okay.
scenario,
Okay. Well,
right?
yeah.
Just so we can have the conversation. Because I know if we make it about individual persons, I already know what the conversation would just go right off the rails. I already know.
I was like, this coming. Okay. Okay.
So
Yeah.
we not gonna do that. We're not gonna do that. And then you got to
Yeah.
figure, what if those women have children? Let's say they husbands. Let's say in a scenario where we add more to the mix, and they did have husbands. Them husbands went to war and lost or whatever and got
Mm.
killed. They got killed. Only 25% of the men came back, and no, all them 25% of the women had children. Now what do we do? Do we just let them just fend for themselves, or
Okay. Yeah. That's another totally different
it's different, but
scenario
it's
situation
it's
you gotta think
it's
about.
it's different, but it's the same.
Yeah, it's more serious to me that way, so it does seem more.
Why is it more serious? Because there's kids involved.
Yeah.
So what the women really don't matter. Just let them be by
I'm not
themselves.
saying it don't matter. Like I
Why
feel
is
like
it more serious then? Because the children are
'cause
involved.
the kids do need like, a male
They
father
need
figure
protection
bringing up. Yeah.
and they need food, right?
Hmm.
They need food. I mean, like the women gonna take care of the kids and they gonna go to work. What they gonna do?
I mean, I get it. I get it. I'm there now. I'm there.
Right, right. I'm just asking, like,
So,
these are some of the things that we need to be discussing on why it's important to do this. People think that the simplest thing is oh, it's about the sex, but actually it's not. It's not even about that. It's about making sure that you protect your people. See, we didn't got to the point where we so uh, um, rugged individualism to the point where we only care about ourselves. We're so selfish. These people then created such a selfish monstrosity in this country, meaning us, that we don't even understand when we see our people, we don't even know how to help them. We don't even know how to help them. We're just more concerned with
Um,
ourselves. We're more concerned with ourselves and what we think,
yeah.
and that's it. We don't worry about other folks. That's what we do here. Because right now, I see people, see other guys. I be like getting ready to say something to them, and they turn their head. Like, why? Why are they doing this? I don't get it. So that's just a whole mindset that I'll be like, man, I don't even want to deal with this. What up, Empress? I see you. This culture is
Yeah,
mainly
I
practiced
agree.
in the vibe, not in town and cities. So it's therefore not common everywhere. Yeah, I said, yeah, I explained that it's not everywhere. It's no uniformity nowhere. I said that. It's mostly in the villages, not in the cities, because in the city, just like every other city, everything goes, right? Until it don't go no more. I already know. I've been in the cities, and the cities is just it's like any other city. Like being in Chicago, it's like being in LA, it's like being in A-Town, like being in New York. It's just like anywhere else. But now when you get to those outer areas where it's like rural and the villages are really intact, then you're gonna see more of it. Okay. Even when I'm in Ghana, it's mostly like in the outer areas, like well inland, not nowhere near the big cities. And I get it. You know what I mean? Does it always work? No. Does it work sometimes? Yeah. Does monogamy work all the time? No. Does it work sometimes? Yes. Right? Right, Natasha? Can you agree with that? Go ahead and say yeah. Go ahead and say yeah.
Oh
You're right.
gosh, I was not ready to go all the way this deep.
But see, that's what I'm saying. Why not? You thought you were gonna be able to come in here and start throwing your experience around and da 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 nah nah da
No,
da 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 this that the other and see what
no,
I
not
was I was
necessarily. I honestly
and I
wanted to
wasn't
ask.
treated right. No, we're not going to none of that. No, 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 no,
I was
no.
triggered.
Why should we do that? Why should I? No, we ain't going into none of that. It's gonna be strictly along these lines to get people to open up and kind of look at it differently outside of the sexual part. This is how you should be looking at these things. And then when you look at the fact that why do we need families in the first place? Let me ask you that. Why do I even need a family as a man? Why
As a
why would I?
man.
Yeah, I want you to just
Oh well, just
just
to
go with me.
multiply.
Just go with me
Okay,
because I'm going somewhere, so I got to
all
lead
right.
you, right? So why? What is the purpose of a family? Why would a man even need a family? If that's the case, if you're saying it's a benefit to the man, because that's what you were saying. So okay, how about this? How about I don't take one of the second wives, and how about I don't even take a first wife? So let's say none of the men, the 35% of the men, don't take a wife. Period. Now, how would that look? How you think that would play out in the same village? 65% of the women, 35% of the men, and the men decide we're not gonna take no wives.
I don't, ooh, I don't know. I guess it's gonna die off soon. It
No,
seems.
just cause they don't take wives don't mean that we still can't procreate, right?
Okay, okay, okay. Oh Lord. Okay. So, all right. So, all right. What was the question again?
See, you see this? This is crazy.
This,
I'm
okay.
saying,
What's gonna happen
how?
to the village? It's
Yeah.
just gonna be wild. Or
So would you prefer? Oh shit, what happened? So would you prefer? You think that would be a better scenario where just be a free for all in the village? No structure when it comes to relationships, right?
No, I don't agree with that.
You think that would you think that would be a really prosperous, healthy environment? I can't hear
No.
you. Oh, okay.
No, even though I haven't been married, I believe in marriage, so I'm still like along those lines. I just
So you don't think that'd be a good thing just to have a free for all, huh?
I don't.
And why not? Why not?
I
Let's
mean, maybe
see
for
what.
the growth, and maybe it's still gonna get to the same results after a while and produce growth and building up the community as far as that way, but
Probably not.
probably not.
No. If it's a free for all, that's really if it's no rules, if you have
No.
no right, if you remember now, what is a village? So you gotta look at what is a village and where does a village start from? It's the village is actually a concept of the family, right? So
Mm,
it's an outgrowth of the family, right? So now if you have no families, then you have no village. Now you just got a group of people just doing whatever they want to do, and somehow you think they're just gonna miraculously end up at the same point at the end. I highly doubt it. I highly doubt it. I don't think it's gonna end up that way. When you just got a free for all and you have no nuclear families, which means you have no village. So you just have people just mingling however they choose to mingle, right? And it'll just end up at a good place at the end. No, that's not how it works. And do
I
we
mean, I
have any?
think men was gonna still procreate at the same
Well, we're gonna procreate, but it's not
level.
gonna be. It's not gonna be nowhere near the same as that village that has structure and have one wife, two wife with structure. It's not gonna be nowhere near the same. I can tell you that right now. And do we have any examples of that in modern times? Let me ask you that.
Of
Of just a
examples of
free, just a free for all. Everybody just do whatever they want to do.
as of right now. I'm not.
Yeah,
I
as
don't
of right
know.
now. You sure?
It might be like that right now.
You sure?
It seemed like it's more that way than the other.
So what you think? I mean, do you know anywhere that this might be taking place now?
That's what I'm saying. It seemed like it's that way here now.
Ah, yes, we do have an example right here, don't we? It's just a free for all, right? Everybody just do whatever they want to do, and you can have children. You don't need no husband, just need a man, right? And so
Mm,
somehow, based off of these scenarios, what we're talking about, somehow you look at this quagmire that we have going on in the so-called black community. Somehow, it's going to end up being in a good place. That's what you think?
mm,
No, I can't see it because my neighborhood, I don't even want to go there. It's so
mm,
messed up. No.
mm. In Chicago.
Yeah, I could pick a city though.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's like that. I was
Yeah,
like,
I can go to the
yeah.
ATL. I can go to Memphis. I can go to Mobile. I can go to Jackson, Mississippi. I can go to Philly.
Okay.
And do I see the same thing reoccurring in every community? Yes. Why is that happening? Because it's just a free for all. We just do whatever the hell we want to do. There's no structure. Nobody has to get married. You can have 10 concubines in your words. And you can have a baby by all 10.
uh,
So, I mean, some of these things make a little sense on why we were doing these things in the past and why we still do them to this day. It's a reason why. It ain't just about sex. If you think it's all about sex, then you need to go do some reading. You need to really
uh,
study this thing because it's a little bit more in depth than that. That's impossible to even conceive because we all know men will not be able to survive without having their physical and emotional needs met. That's not true, Empress. That's not true. That's
uh,
not true. Because a lot of men, especially men that are in lower social economic positions, don't even have women. Some of them are virgins until they're 40 and 50. So that's not true. And they function just fine in society. They ain't went and shot up no schools. It's mostly young folks that do that.
uh,
Okay.
hmm.
Yeah, it's mostly those. Now, can you think of any other benefits that would be beneficial if we do the village scenario other than provision and protection? Can you think of any other benefits that could possibly, since now your mind is a little bit more clear on why this stuff could work? Can you see any other benefits besides those two
Mm, mm.
that would benefit all parties involved?
I mean, I see the whole family structure of it, the whole family dynamics, and I get that. The whole culture thing and women being able to like cook, provide for the family, teaching, educating their children and growing them up the right way, proper way. So I don't know.
But beyond that,
Beyond that,
hmm
I mean, yeah. I mean, I see where a man would want to like carry over his seed and grow as far as with the population and leave behind legacies and so on, and
yeah.
yeah, grow as far as
Now, what about in terms of
really.
what about in terms of economic? You see any benefits there for
Um,
all parties involved?
I mean, yeah, that seemed like it should grow as well or continue to grow
Yeah, exactly. Because I could
exponentially.
give you a scenario where, let's say, the village decides that they're going to get into rice cultivation. Let's say the whole 1,000 people decide that, okay, one unanimous vote, we're going to get into rice production. So if all 1,000 folks got into rice production, how much rice you think they can produce? Quite a bit, right?
Mm,
So
mm-hmm.
let's say after they get their field and get their share of the rice, they're gonna probably have a lot of rice left over, which they could take the rice that's left over and sell it to the village next door for money, which in turn the tribe can take and do infrastructure projects. How about roads? Because there's no roads in my make believe village. How about access to clean drinking water? There's no access to clean drinking water in my make believe village. There's no schools in my make believe village. So where do all that come from? It's just gonna appear? No, somebody got to build it, and we need income. We need finances in order to build that stuff. So we go into rice production first, and then anything excess we sell, and then we do the infrastructure projects with the leftover, which enriches the lives of everybody involved. So now, where's just the benefit for men? See what I mean? It's a little bit more deeper than what people think it is.
I mean, it just seemed like, y'all just want to go and spread your seed all over everywhere and multiply.
How many times you gonna say that, Natasha?
Oh, I did say that.
You said it 4 times already. So okay, now we gotta hear.
I
We
said
gotta.
that's what it just seems like to me. Okay,
Well, I'm
you
explaining
help
to
me
you the
to
other reasons.
reverse
I'm
that
explaining to you
thinking.
other reasons. I'm
Yeah.
explaining to you the other reasons
Mm-hmm.
that you all fail to see. Now, there's no roads, there's no school, there's no nothing in this
Yeah.
village.
Right.
So, are you gonna, let's say the 20% of women that's left over, 25%, should they be building the schools, the roads, the infrastructure. Is that how it should go?
Nah, not necessarily.
Not necessarily. So
Not necessarily.
does that mean absolutely no?
I mean, I can see some women doing kind of
Come
working
on,
that.
stop it, stop
Well,
it,
I can.
stop it, stop
I
it,
not
stop
like a
it.
large number, like everybody. I can
Stop
see
it, stop
some.
it, stop it, stop it, stop
Okay,
it,
all right.
stop it. Come on now, let's be
You don't think
serious
so?
now.
Okay.
We're grown ups. We grown ups. I'm out here in the field and I work with some women, but now we be giving them a little help. Let's just be honest. We be giving them a little
Okay.
help. I don't mind helping them every now and then. I've had helped a few of them out here in the trucking business because some of the work is kind of hell, it's almost too hard for me to do. So you know, a lot of sisters
No.
ain't gonna be able to do it. But we come in, we help them, so we don't leave them on stuck. You know what I mean?
Okay.
What's this?
Okay.
But truth be told, the older days polygamy was
Well.
striped, and people were okay with it because it created economic growth. So I guess it's something worth thinking about. Exactly. I'm talking about the economic part of it now because a lot of folks miss that part. They miss the part about uh, creating a village because most people don't even think in these terms. That's why,
Hmm.
unfortunately, we need to think about these things because other than that,
Yeah,
the stuff ain't gonna
you're
get
right.
built. It ain't gonna get built, right?
Yeah.
So somebody got to build them. Somebody got to think about these things, and then you got to include those other women. Because if I guarantee you, if Natasha was one of those 25,
Mm-hmm. Okay.
she'd be trying to sleep with every married man in the village.
That's not funny. That's not true. It's not funny nor true. I'm sorry.
Okay, let's put it like this:
I
if she
will.
if
I
she
will
was
move
if she
out.
was
I will go to
you
Israel.
know you ain't going nowhere.
I will. I.
So you gonna walk across the Sahara? No, you ain't. You gonna die. You crazy. And we wouldn't even let you do that. The minute you said something that crazy, we would go over there and bop you on the head. When you wake up, you be married. Shit.
It can be
You have
done.
you have a white wedding dress on. We better pop you over the
I will
head.
call my.
Call now you gonna call somebody. Ain't no telephones.
I will call my Arabian. Gonna bring a camel by,
Oh yeah,
and
right.
we're gonna get to moving.
I think see this is what I'm saying. Some folks gonna have to stay in America. I see it now.
Yes.
Stay here with the in the
How
belly of
you
the
gonna say I'm
beast.
gonna be sleeping with everybody? Why? Oh
No,
my
I was
goodness, I
joking.
would do that.
I'm saying I was
That's
gonna give
not
you
me
two
for the record.
scenarios. I'll
No.
go give you two scenarios. One is
Mhm.
because you the reason why I said it is because you said concubine. That's why I said that.
I said
You
because
said concubine. So when I say, yeah, Natasha's being that 25% sleeping with everybody, that's why I said that, because you said concubine. Now, the other thing is you could be in that 25%
I
and say, okay, well, cool. I want to let the chief know that I'm open, right, to a
okay. So
man.
first, this is not about me, so I'm not gonna speak that out into
Oh,
existence. I'm
now
not a
you
part
see
of the
that? You see that?
25%.
You
I'm
see
a part
that?
of the married couple. Like,
Oh,
okay,
now you want to be a part of the elite.
you said that. I was already a part of that. I'm claiming that part. Okay, that part.
You want to be
Yeah,
part.
somebody
You
else
see,
want to
hey,
go here and be part of
hey,
the 25%.
hey, you can't.
That's fine.
You see, you can't make this up, guys. Natasha said, "No, I want to be part of the first wife." The hell with that. I don't want to be in the 25% out there in the wilderness by myself.
25%.
I want to be with the married man. Okay, okay, cool.
All right, all right,
So
all
you
right, all
so
right.
you would help your husband pick out the second wife, huh?
Yeah, I can do that now. We can do that. I
Yeah.
can do that.
There
I'm
you
like,
go.
no,
And
no.
then you would pick that other woman based off of her abilities. What is she good at? Is she good at rice production? Is she good at sewing? Is she good at cooking? Right? Is she good at
Mm-hmm.
maybe teaching the children? Right?
Right, right.
Is she maybe she good at naturopathic medicine? She know how to go to the bush and get certain herbs. You know, they all have everybody has certain gifts. But don't mean that we good at everything. So it's not one of those type of things. Because I know I'm not good at everything. I got a few things that I'm exceptionally good in, and other things I just suck. It's just what it is.
Okay.
So you want to kind of look at those things because you do have that. Say she know how to help you when you get sick. Let's say we get
Yeah. I feel like I know
malaria or something.
all those areas, so I could help with that.
You good? Okay,
I'm
that's what's
good in
up.
all those areas. I can help pick that and narrow that down, and like no,
Well, there you
yeah,
go.
no.
Well, then
Okay.
we can make you the natural path for the community. Your job will be when folks get sick, you're gonna be able to diagnose what that is and get them the concoctions that they need to make them well. Because you're gonna be
Hmm.
the village physician.
Wow. Pharmaceutical. Okay,
No,
yeah. I
no,
see
we
they got a
going natural.
pharmacy and a church on
We
every corner, so we got to bring
Yeah,
that
but we
back.
gonna have it different because the pharmacies that's over there now, I've been in some of those pharmacies and I didn't see you only get a few of them that have like the stuff that we really need, like
Yeah.
your ginger, your ginseng, elderberry, turmeric, uh, all the stuff that we really need, sea moss,
Yeah.
all the stuff that we can really get. You're not gonna see that there, so we need to um bring some of these things that we have access to in these Western nations there because I did see a lot of folks that's sick there, and I think some of that stuff can be, treated
Mm.
without having to go to the hospital because when you go past the hospitals, it do be I should say does it does be there does be a line that be out the door, and I think
Um,
a lot of those folks could probably be treated at home.
right. Okay.
So we got work to
Interesting.
do. Or we got work to do, in other words.
Mm.
So, what up, Miss Flowers? I see you. We talking about that subject, polygamy. You want to come up and get Natasha a hand because she getting beat up right now.
Come on, Miss
She was,
Caribbean.
yeah. That's why I just say Flower, Miss Flowers. Come on up, Miss Flowers. I ain't
Miss
messing with
B.
y'all and all these doggone names. You know.
Yeah, that's all I got. I don't know what else.
Yeah, that's what's up. But anyway, where you trying to go? I know you trying to get out of America. You trying to get the fuck out of America too? or you,
Somewhere up out of here.
huh?
Yeah, anywhere up out of here, I see.
Well, I'm like, where though? You ain't picked the
But no,
country, or you just
I just came back from Ghana. Like I traveled to Ghana and I had
okay,
visited there like I guess last year around December. And I guess
okay.
I just had like so many people like either telling me I'm from there or what tribe I'm from or thinking I'm from there.
Yeah, you
Like
do look like you're from there. You do.
yeah, okay. Yeah, so I like still get that even now. Even when I was here, like even like 20 years ago working, because I'm in Baltimore now. Like I'm the one said I was in
Oh,
Baltimore. I know you was in Baltimore, like yeah,
I just
yesterday.
left Baltimore. Yeah, I was just there yesterday.
So yeah, and I was like in the hospital because it's like a lot of different people work up here and Africans. Like I used to always get that. And so there's like, how you don't know like where you're from, or they all expect you to know like what tribe you're from there.
Yeah,
And
they do.
so yeah, so I had like just did the ancestry DNA, and I think it came back around March. It was March or April when I got my results back. So
And what was your results?
it was a Mende tribe.
Hello.
Yep, Mende tribe,
What?
Sierra Leone.
What happened?
Can you hear me?
Oh, there you go. I was
Yep.
saying, what was your results?
So it came back like the Mende tribe from Sierra Leone.
You from the same tribe I'm from. Don't be trying to be from the Mende
Oh,
tribes. You know?
Mende.
Don't try to be
So,
from the Mende tribe. Ah, well,
no,
shit,
yeah.
you gotta
So
come with
just
us then. You
I
gotta come
know.
with
So
us.
that's kind of what I've been looking at, and then I seen that where you're able to like do all that, and I kind of been researching from there, and
Okay.
yeah, I'm here. So yeah, but I did want to like go on a trip. I didn't know if it was like still too late to go as far as like
As long
That's
as you got a few dollars now. It ain't cheap. So we can talk about the price. Cause people are like, why you
yeah,
ain't talking about the price? Cause we got so many people trying to pirate the program, and we don't want to taint it. So that's why
yeah.
I talk to people offline. You email me, give me your number, and I will call you so we can
Oh,
break
okay.
all that stuff down. Because folks, we not trying to. This is the only country that we have the privilege of getting our citizenship on fast track. So I am the vanguard over this, and I'm gonna make sure that we
I
don't mess it
know
up.
it was like I had looked into it. I think I seen like a couple different other ones on the website where it had like you go through them or whatever, however that works. But I guess they
Hmm.
had just put out something today on like Instagram where it was showing. I think where it came out had November the 20th through December, but it was like saying like they just released it and from Sierra Leone, like those were the dates or something now. So that's why I was like trying to double check with that or just to make sure. But yeah, I have like a little bit so I wanted to go ahead and get the process going and started and all that stuff.
Yeah. Well, like I said, the thing is, that's the reason why we do this the way we do it, because the people that I went with, this is the original group. So everybody else that's coming along behind just kind of is seizing it, trying to seize the opportunity. And
I know, I think
it's
I
not,
seen you had said that too. So but
yeah,
yeah, I
it's
kind of been
true.
like, yeah, looking at you, researching you, and like more toward leaning towards going there. But then when the dates came out, it was like different. So I was just
Yeah.
trying to double check and make sure like
Well, I don't
everything's
know what they're
still
doing over there because I don't care. I just know when I first went, and remember
okay.
now, I was in the second group.
Okay.
So it was one group before me, and then I was in the second group. So,
Oh, okay. Okay.
uh, you know what I mean? And
Yeah.
these were the original folks who brought us over. Then once we were in the paper, this is what people don't want to. This is what people don't want to know.
Mm,
We were in the paper. If you go back and if you type in 22 African Americans received their citizenship, we were all over Africa, all on the news. We was on Field Advice show.
mm.
We was on Dr. Moonby. We was on pretty much everybody's
Oh
thing.
wow. Okay. Okay.
So once everybody saw, then these other companies came running.
Okay. So yeah, that's what I'm like. I'm just still want to do something like I feel more comfortable. You know,
Yeah, you be comfortable with the
but
original. That's what I'm saying. That's
yeah,
why
yeah, yeah.
the other, and then I know a little bit about them other companies, but and a few people that went through them and their experience, and they told me I'm not gonna share because they didn't give me the right to say anything. I would tell you all, you're gonna be happy if you go with me.
Okay.
That's
So
all
yeah,
I'm gonna
that's
tell
kind of
you.
where I'm at.
That's all I'm gonna tell
I'm
you.
still
That's all I'm
there.
gonna tell you. You gonna be happy you came with us
Yeah.
because all I did was turn around because they helped me get mine, and I turned around and partnered with them, and then say, hey, look, I could be the face for the program in America and generate that buzz. And they said, sure, because who better than somebody that went through it,
Yeah.
which makes sense. Which makes
Right.
sense. And then uh, when it comes to marketing and promotion and that type of thing, they over there, they in Sierra Leone, so they're not really,
Yeah.
And then I
Yeah.
told them, I said, well, y'all got to kind of give me some room so I can be out here and putting the word out. You all can take care of the stuff that you've been taking care of, and I can be here putting the word out because I'm here. And then I'm in pretty much all the states, so I tend to stop sometimes and holler at folks or whatever, and gotta go from there. Oh yeah, what up, Legacy Fly? I see you. You from the
Okay.
tribe in
Okay.
Cameroon, huh? That's what's up. Unfortunately, I don't think Cameroon, they kind of going through something right now. I saw a few videos on the African Diaspora channel where they kind of going at it with the police over there now. And then I know they got a problem with the English speakers and the French speakers. So then I
Mm,
got a few people who did get their DNA back, and it was from to Cameroon. But right now, I don't think they have a program. One of my friends that was on the trip with me when I went to Ghana back in 2019, she went over there and she was part of a naming ceremony, but that's pretty much it. She visited and had fun, but I haven't had it. She's from B-More too, by the way, Natasha. And
mm.
so I'm gonna interview. We already talked. I was supposed to go. She got a nice channel over there. I don't remember what it is right now. If I did, I'll put it in the chat. But I'm gonna be over on her channel eventually, and talking, chopping it up with her about what we got going on in Sierra Leone, and then I want to ask her some things about what she experienced in Cameroon. So I think that's gonna be a great interview. So I'm gonna try to let y'all know ahead of time when I'm gonna be over there, um,
Mhm.
because I'm sure we're gonna be chopping up because we've been to Africa together, and then now all this new stuff that started happening since we got back. So this is definitely good information to talk about. But that's good. I'm glad. Tasha from the Mende tribe. Yeah, you got to go with us because we gonna have a blast.
Okay. Okay. You
We
keep
gonna have a
talking
blast.
about it, but yeah.
Yeah, because hey, I love it. Yeah, this is gonna be my third trip in a year.
I know. I think somebody at work was like trying to like say be careful or something like that, like not recommending it, like going first. But I was like,
Who
maybe
have
because it's
have they
like the
been anywhere?
island, the Freetown, like maybe it's a little bit safer than like the inland. If you
Girl, you gonna be with me. You ain't got nothing to worry about. Y'all tripping.
okay, are you gonna
We
go? Do you travel like to the inland, or you just stay usually right around the
no,
Freetown
we go.
island?
We gonna leave Freetown. We got it. We go to Kenema, which is where the Teme tribe is, which is a 5 hour drive inland
Okay,
to the village.
okay, okay,
Then we got to go to Bowtown because the Mendes are in Bowtown, which is like 3.5 hours or so
okay,
outside of Freetown. That
okay,
bus, that bus ride gonna put us all to sleep. Shit.
okay, okay, okay,
Okay, and then
okay.
they gonna have a whole welcoming party for us.
Oh,
Da-
really? In both?
Dancers, performers. We
What?
gonna have the naming ceremony. We have the after that is the pouring of libation
Okay,
to
I was gonna ask, so
honor
they're
the
gonna do the
ancestor.
naming ceremony. Okay,
Yeah,
they do naming
and
thing.
then we
Okay.
have the breaking of bread and the mingling. You get to meet your chief. You get your name,
Oh
first
wow,
name, surname. It's
I
not
get a
wow.
whole new name. Okay.
Yes, yes, yes.
Okay.
You need a
Okay.
new name. You got what? You gonna keep walking around with this government name? Nah, that ain't acceptable.
No, I'm ready. No, I'm ready. I'm ready for that part. I'm ready.
Cause my name, you heard me say my name before, right?
I know. Well, no, I see it. Well, I seen it like ranking something.
That's my Muslim name. I'm talking about my Sierra Leonean name.
I don't know.
You ain't seen that?
I don't think so. Maybe if I hear it again.
In in Dappy. Yeah, yeah.
No,
The way
I ain't
you
heard
looking,
that.
you looking like, nah, I ain't heard that.
No.
Yeah, Ndapi Kaliki, and it means warrior or fighter of the ruling class. I think
Wow.
that's a fitting name for me.
That's fitting for you, really.
Because and then what he said, if you look at if you go, I got the whole thing tape on my channel. All you gotta do is go there to where the naming ceremony.
Oh, okay, okay,
It's about a year, almost a year ago, 8 9 months ago.
okay.
But
Oh,
when they was announcing, which made me feel so good, when they was announcing me, it was the minister of cultural affairs. So this ain't no little cat, running around. No, this is one of the ministers that do this thing. So he's the minister of roots and cultural affairs, and he got that real fiery spirit. Even though he a young brother, but he on point, right? So he was like, he
okay.
said, he said, all somebody gotta do is look at you, Rakim, and know that you are in Dappy. I was like, yeah, I'm in Dappy.
I think I was telling my
Uh,
mom, I was like, I always tell my mom like I was a soldier, I was a warrior all my life or something like that. And then when I like looked all that up and realized like that was like a warrior tribe and all that stuff, the anointed
yeah, it was.
people.
Yeah, it was
I
exactly.
was like, okay, okay, this is starting to make sense
Yes,
now.
yes, yes. And I used to say the same thing too. And then when I found out, okay, well, we come from a warrior people, and they was an extension of the Mali Empire, so we got a rich history.
That's what I was like. I know I was telling somebody else too today. I was like, I might be kin to Mansa Musa, the richest man
You
alive.
might
And
be. Can
then
I
he was
borrow
like,
something then?
such and such
Yeah.
is the richest
Can I
man
hold
alive.
something?
I was like, no, the
Ah,
richest
she
man
gonna
ever
freeze
to
up.
live. I think he was talking about Bill
Let's see,
Gates or
Legacy Fly.
somebody. He was like, no, I'm
I
talking
took
about
the
the,
DNA test through African ancestry. Yeah, that's what we took it
yeah,
through too. Legacy Fly.
yeah.
Yeah, we took it through African ancestry
Interesting.
as well. So you make sure you email me, Natasha. I'm gonna go ahead and let you go and see if anybody else want to come up or are they
Right.
scared as well. But email me. You got my email, right?
I know, I think I was on the website. When I went to the website at the bottom, just click on
Just
that.
just just email me.
Okay, okay.
Go ham trucking at Gmail.
Okay, okay. Let me write it. All right, I'll get that.
And it's pretty easy. Go ham trucking at Gmail. That way it'll come directly through the Gmail and then it'll ring on my tablet and on my phone, and I could just hit you right back as opposed to going through the website, which take a few extra steps.
Okay, okay, at Gmail. All right, thanks.
Hmm. So yeah, come up anytime. Let me see if anybody else want to come up. So I appreciate you, Natasha, for sitting in the hot seat. You did.
Okay. No problem.
And
I
make
don't
sure when
know
you
how to
email me,
exit it out. Okay, okay.
wait till
I'm
you
gonna
when
write
you
it down
email.
now.
Yeah, and when you email me, put your number in, and I just call you. That way, I won't have to be because I might be driving, and that way I could just talk to you with the ear
Okay,
set
okay.
on. All right.
Okay, sounds good. Thanks.
Appreciate you, my Mende sister.
Okay, brother.
All right,
Thanks
later.
for giving me a hard time. No.
No problem. I'll do it anytime. There she go. There she go, Natasha. Beautiful spirit. And I appreciate her for playing along. But yeah, guys, this is a touchy subject. Um, and I know by us being over in the West and not being really in our own culture, we tend to look at things from the perspective. Um, we tend to look at these particular subjects with a um how do you say it? A white mind, basically. We kind of been whitewashed in our thinking, so we have to kind of shed, kind of like a caterpillar. We need to shed that old skin and become a butterfly, and that's a new beginning. So some of these things we could talk about, and then like I said, we may not need to do it. We might need to just go over there, and one may be sufficient, but for folks who trying to do some straight up legacy, some folks that's trying to really build their generational wealth, this might be more to their liking. And then really, we need to be putting forth a lot more effort. See, a lot of folks don't be knowing it's sort of easy to go work for somebody else's company. But when you're working for your own company, you got to put in, hell, 16-hour days. Are you gonna be able to do that and still have time to do all this grandiose stuff that people be talking about, like being handcuffed to the bed? I can't see it. I work harder than some gun right now, and I think if I was married, man, it would be I wouldn't be able to do it, or I would have to have her here with me. If I was married now, she would have to be on the road with me. She had to get us CDL, right? I don't know if I would trust her to drive, but in emergency, I would let her drive. But at least if she was here with me, that would be able to keep us together, right? And I cook on the truck, so she could be cooking while I'm driving, right? And then we can I have a companion I could talk to. She could get up here and keep me awake, make sure I'm awake. You know what I'm saying? She can make sure she cooks some good nutritious meals, so it'll keep me alert. She can make some smoothies back there, all kind of stuff. The trucks are outfitted to do. So I think that would definitely work if I was still married and had her here with me. That would be different, but it's not the type of job to me. Even though a lot of guys out here do it, they be on the road 100% of the time, and they be having having women at home or whatever that takes care of the home life. But I think that's kind of tough on a marriage. Guy gone 2, 3 weeks at a time and only come home for 4 days after they've been gone for 3 weeks. It's tough, but if you're trying to build your own, you got to put these type of hours in because people are not just handing businesses to you that's already functional. If you're gonna really have a good business, you're gonna have to put in some effort, and the family also has to put in effort, right? Everybody's got to be all hands on deck. So that's where I'm at with it. But they go to link. Anybody else want to come up? I'm willing to listen to somebody else. It is late. Damn, it's 12 o'clock on the East Coast. Mm. Anybody else want to come up? 'Cause I was on earlier for hell 2 hours. Now we are already at 2. I'm glad Natasha came up. We was able to laugh and have fun. And Susan, shout out to Susan for coming up. Anybody else want to come up while we got a few more minutes? We'll let you chime in on the subject. But ultimately, I think it's definitely a place in our culture for polygamy, and it's a place for monogamy. It's a place for both, um, and I can make a case for both. Uh, it just depends on what is the aim of the person and what is the aim of the society and what are you trying to leave? Are you trying to leave a really lasting legacy on the planet, or are you cool with just being able to be self-sufficient and kind of staying to yourself? So it depends on what you're trying to do. Um, I would like to get over there and interview um, a couple tribes or interview a few families to see, so you can hear from them and see if it'll be okay to ask the women a couple questions, of course, with the men's permission. I think it'd be good content for the channel. Yep, I really do. But I guess nobody's coming up. What happened to my man Amari? He left. You left Amari? I guess he must have left. Man, I wanted to get your take on. I wish you had came up, but you probably don't want to. You probably don't want to touch this subject. Wait, somebody asked me to speak about it. So if somebody called me, if y'all probably don't know, a lot of folks email me and ask me to speak about certain topics. So shout out to the people who do email me. And what happened to Sweet Berry? She just disappeared. I ain't forgot. I asked you to come up, Sweet Berry. You disappeared. And tell me you got sleepy. You've been up with me every other night I come on here. I was up. You've been right here hanging out. I wanted to see what your thoughts were on this particular subject. But don't I'm not you ain't here. You never said nothing. Why was you quiet? I'm a truck driver as well. You speaking facts. That's what's up, Legacy Fly. Yeah, it would be nice. Yeah, if I was married, it'd be nice to have her on the truck. But she would have to be like a real ride or die type. You know what I mean? She couldn't be on here complaining because I probably like, all right, you complaining? Oh yeah, you complaining? Guess what? Go in there and get me a candy bar. If she go in there, I'll pull off. Shit. Leave her butt at the truck stop. You better get right, girl. I was listening. I'm still packing. Oh my girl. Oh my God, this girl. Damn, how long is it gonna take you 5 months to pack? How much stuff you got? You talking about you ain't have much stuff. Lord have mercy. Got to be more careful. Well, that's what's up, Fly. Yeah, man, I love this trucking life, man. I love it. I get to go wherever I want. I get to go through challenging experiences out here on the road, right? I get to deal with tough situations as far as certain cities I have to go through. I always got to figure out this, figure out that. I got to do my trip plan, you know, fuel consumption. I got a lot, man. But you know, got to do the 10 hours behind the wheel holding this bad boy. You know, there go Natasha. But I've been here doing my shoulders and my curls. But I'm getting ready because I want my beach body to be ready when we get to the beach, baby. Sierra Leone, 2K Beach. Ha ha. You're gonna be out there laid out on the beach chilling, looking at that water come in. Man, it's like every night I go to sleep, that's what I dream about. That's how I know I gotta get out of here, man. I just need to make a little bit more cash. You know what I mean? Before they mess this damn country up, because they already in the process of messing it up. So hey, we need that Africa escape plan more than ever now. You know what I mean? We need that. Yeah, because man, the stuff they doing here, they just openly violating the Constitution. And you see what's going on down there. I know this off topic, but it's still on topic. What's going on down there and down under, right? This construction workers is going at it with the police, and the police got green light on them, so they've been down there busting them up. I had a few people that got run over by squad cars. They down there busting heads to the white meat. So the construction workers, I'm sure, gonna gear up to do a reprisal. And it's finna get kind of serious down there in Australia. They sick of this mandate, and they sick of the lockdowns, and they just like, man, we finna resist. So um, we gotta have some solidarity with them, the common Joe on the street, because right now they fighting for freedom, and then eventually we're gonna be here fighting for it in the street as well. It's coming here. Don't think that it's just gonna be isolated to there. If that's what y'all think, boy, y'all completely off base. It's coming here where we gonna be in the street fighting. But a lot of folks are not gonna take kindly to this this mandate, and the lawsuits are already in the court. So right now, I think they're gonna just kind of put the brakes on stuff because that they want to probably gauge how many people gonna really get out here in the street. And if, like I say, if the way I see it, if we get about shit, all we really need is like 10 million. We had 10 million people in the street, it's over with. It's over with. Let alone 50 or 100 million. That's really what we need to make this thing kind of get back on the rails. Because then, if they push us to the point where 10 million people in the street and we're pushing back, then they'll take some steps back. You know what I mean? And kind of slow down the pace and try to figure out another angle because they don't want us waking up like that. That's too much press, and they're not going to be able to cover it up if that many people get in the street. But a lot of people are gearing up to quit their jobs, so we're gonna see. We're gonna lose a lot of talent, and so what I'm thinking that I'm sure they got a contingency plan for that. So what they're probably gonna do is they're probably gonna fill those positions with just people who don't have no experience, which means the quality of everything in the country finna just go to banana republic levels, which is still bad. So either way, this is a quagmire we didn't got ourselves into. We should have stopped these people a long time ago, but we never stopped them. So now authoritarian march is on. So at some point we're gonna have to fight back. They're fighting back in every other country. So it's coming here next. And mark my words. Y'all can mark my words on this. It's coming to us next. Now how are we gonna handle it? So hopefully we handle it better than they're handling in these other places. France and down under now. Because really they whole public should be in the street. But if right now, from what I understand, it's just the construction workers. So I don't know if that's true, but it needs to be everybody. That's the way to shut this mess down. But and the police is still going along with it. You know, they're just taking their orders, sort of like the SS did over there in Germany when the Third Reich was there. So when my man Adolf, my man Adolf, you dig, when he was doing what he did, you know what I'm saying? They said once the war was over with and folks had a chance to interview some of the SS officers, right, and ask them, did you not know that you all was um, part of this evil agenda, and that you were doing this demonic thing to other human beings? And they was like, no, I was just following orders. I didn't see it that way. Right now, I bet you them same officers down there in the land of down under are saying the same thing. I'm not violating the Constitution. I'm just following orders when they actually violate the Constitution. And so here they're gonna do the same thing, and the officers here are gonna violate the Constitution because the people do not have to take this, right? They don't need to take the pinch, the syringe. They didn't have because it's not. You don't supposed to be able to do that. So now this is a battle over the Constitution. What do they call it? The legality. Now, are we gonna follow the Constitution, or are we not gonna follow it? What up? Now you want to come? Things are going to get worse. Yeah, I know. That's the reason why I'm telling the folks. It's going to get a lot worse. So that's why I say at this point, you really do need to have an Africa escape plan, evacuation plan. And so it's going to get kind of tough here, guys. So I'll be making preparations if I was you all, because you don't want to get caught. Ain't no telling how far this thing is going to go. Are we going to really come to blows, or are we going to be able to solve this diplomatically? To me, the way the march is going, at some point, it's got to get physical at some point. Now, how that's going to look, I'm not sure, but it's going to have to get physical at some point, you know? But if nobody wants to come up now, I'm going to go on and get up out of here. I'm giving you all a chance to come up. The link is in the chat. So if anybody else want to come up, I'll chat with you for a minute, and then we'll go on and shut it down. But we'll give you a chance to come up. I think we kind of covered it with my scenario that polygamy can be a viable option for us, and we should take it serious, you know, because as Natasha said, she didn't want it when you gave her a choice. She didn't want to be in the 25% of the women that didn't have a husband. She wanted to be in the 35% that had a husband. So that shows you, you know, given a choice, and if she was actually in that situation, it wouldn't be no hard choice for her to make. You know, when she said, "Oh, this is a hard choice," no, it ain't. But if you was in that 25%, yeah, you make that choice real easy when you realize you ain't got no protection, no companionship, and no provisions. Okay, and all that about warrior super women. Where they do that at? You ain't saying you ain't got no women out here that's strong and that can take care of their business, but would you want to do that? Would you want to be by yourself? Would you want to be responsible for taking care of everything for the rest of your life? Eh, that's a tough sell, but whatever, you know. So nobody wants to come up. The link is in the chat. All right, going once. Okay, any questions? Any questions before we get out of here? I ain't got that far to drive tomorrow, so I guess I could kind of hang out a little bit. I only got about an hour and a half drive tomorrow, and then I'm done. Any questions? Questions. Any questions? Mm-mm-mm. Things are gonna get worse. Sure is. Man, it's a shame. It's a shame they're gonna get because hey, when I look at the news, that I've been looking at like news from all over the world, it's looking terrible, guys. I'm so glad. I'm so glad I got an Africa escape plan because right now the fight is in the Western countries. They not to them. Africa is on the back burner right now. The elite has their hands full with the West. And that's who's doing this. It's the global elite. So they got to go through. They already kind of whipped Canada. Canada don't want no part of. So we gonna be a big fight, and it looks like probably the UK gonna be a big fight, and it looks like Australia is gonna be fighting back. So we're gonna see. She did good in the hot seat. Who? Natasha? Yeah, right. In a traverse universe, she did. So when I was asking them questions, you was you were laughing. And laughter is the fact that no. That's the way to hide the facts. Hide the fact that you don't wasn't what I'm not sure what to say. I never really thought about these subjects, but I get it. It's a tough subject to talk about. But when you go over there, you're gonna find out that it's not a tough subject. And when you ask women about polygamy over there, they're not gonna be laughing. They're gonna be with rapt attention. If you go to Ghana, shoot, you can marry sisters in Ghana. Y'all probably don't know that, but you can. I remember talking to a sister over there, and I'm like, you know what? I brought her over to the table because she was serving us at this vegan place we was at, Jerry Johnson's place over in Prom Prom region in Ghana. And I asked her, I was like, you know what? You cooked this? She was like, yeah, I cooked. I was like, man, you're a great cook. Like, yeah, thank you. I'm like, are you married? She said, no. So and I said, can I ask you a question? She said, yeah. I asked her, if I married you and let's say I had more than enough income, more than enough finances to take care of you, okay, get you a house, a car, food, blah, 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 bills paid, everything taken care of, no problem, right? And your sister was single and struggling. And she was like, she like this too. I'm like, yeah, you good. You know, we living well, eating well, we're happy, everything's going good. No problemo, right? But we go to see your sister and she living in, you know, not the ideal conditions. Okay. And then I will say to her, hey, look, you know what? Your sister's single and look how she's living. I don't particularly like that. So maybe we can make her be the sister wife. And then and she say, yeah. She said, I said, so how do you feel about that? And she now I had a couple brothers at the table with me because I want them to see. I had been knowing about these subjects for years, but I wanted the new guys to see because that was their first time being there. And then she said, well, if you like her, meaning physically, meaning if I like what I see in her, right? Then she say, if you like her, I would go to her and explain to her that you would make a good husband and that she should entertain the idea, and then I will convince her to come, and then we can talk about it, and then if she agrees, then yeah, it would be okay for you to be married to both of us. Now you could do that in Ghana, but I don't think you can do it in Sierra Leone. I could be wrong. That's what I wish Amari was in here so he can answer this for me. But I think you can do it in Ghana, but you can't do it in Sierra Leone. And then there's only certain regions in Ghana where you can do it, marry sisters, and that's probably I think I can't remember what village she was from. I ain't gonna remember, but yeah, and the guys at the table was like, "Wow." And I'm like, "Yeah, you can marry sisters." Now, would I do it? Probably not, but I'm just saying. I just wanted to get that scenario out and see what she say. You know what I mean? So that's no questions. I guess we'll get up out of here. All right, we had a good conversation. I appreciate Natasha for playing along. She was a good sport. Um, I know this is a real touchy subject because of our Western indoctrination. Our Western indoctrination. So I get it. We just not. When we get over there, we got a chance to um, join back in with our culture, our traditions. So these subjects are going to come up again, and then you're going to see people that's actually practicing that, and it should not be a strange thing to see this. So um, I'm for it, but don't mean I may participate in it. I may not. Right now, I'm leaning toward it, but we shall see. I got a lot of work to do, so I don't want to be handcuffed to no bed because I got too much to do. Okay, so it is what it is. But we're gonna go and get up out of here. Y'all know I love you. And as we always say, peace and African Black Power, baby. I'll let y'all. Hey, send me that email, Natasha. Phone number as well.